Good morning. So today we are going to discuss about that in very important aspects with reference to that seed production. So the topic for discussion today is varietal deteriorations. How the variety are get deteriorated during the process of that seed production. So you must know that causes and side by side how we can overcome that particular problem. So then only we can produce a seed with a desirable quality. So before getting into that varietal deterioration causes and remedy, I want to remember and recollect what is seed production and what for we need to follow some systems during seed production and all. So seed production means it's a systematic way of mass multiplication of seeds by involving scientists as well as government officials. So here for multiplication, during the multiplication programs, we are going to involve the scientists as well as that government officials. Government officials means the person working in the Department of Agriculture, particularly that Department of Seed Certification people. Their involvement also very much needed. So the seed production definition for seed production is a systematic way of mass multiplication of seeds at a different stages. So during mass multiplications we have to ensure the quality parameters of the seeds. So what are the quality parameters we have to ensure? Seeds should be physically pure. So physical purity we have to ensure, and seeds should be free from inert matter, and the seed should be free from other crop seed and wheat seed. So these three parameters comes under physical purity characters. Then seed should be germinable, and seed should be highly vigorous, that is seed should be a vigorous one, and periodicity of germination should be less, and seed germination should be that uniform. So seed should be free from fungal infection as well as insect infestations. So starting from germination to that pest and disease free seed material, that normally classified under the physiological quality parameters. And then we have to ensure that seedling should be identical to the mother plant. So whatever that seedling that going to come out of your seed, that should be identical to the mother plant, or otherwise this is very popularly called as a genetic purity. So that the maintenance of genetic purity and physical purity is very important seed quality parameters. Then only that you can say that variety is not deteriorated, the varietal purity is maintained, and seed should not have any mechanical damage. So that also very important. Seed should have high storability, seed should have leisure, then only that seed will have a good market value. So these are all the quality parameters we have to ensure, or we have to check at the time of purchasing of the seeds. And the same way, after production of the seeds, before selling of the seeds, as a seed grower, you have to ensure all these quality parameters. The maintenance of all these quality parameters are easy during seed production if you are technically very sound. If you have adequate knowledge on seed production, these maintenance of all these quality parameters and all very easy. If you are not aware of that probable cause for that varietal deteriorations or the factors affecting seed quality during seed production, if you are not aware of that, definitely that seed production is a very challenging. But as a farmer, by the way of attending these kind of lectures, definitely you can easily understand the probable causes for loss of that varietal purity during productions. So by the way of knowing all these causes, definitely you can easily overcome all those parameters related problems. By that way you can produce a seed with pakka seed quality. So that is the intention for this particular lecture, or this particular video content is content. So now I am getting into the various factors responsible for causing the problem with reference to seed quality maintenance during production. So these are all the possible causes with reference to varietal deteriorations or loss of seed quality during that seed production process. So the first one is a developmental variations, second one is a mechanical mixtures, mutation, natural causing, minor genetic variations, selective influence of pest and diseases, techniques adopted by the plant breeder at the time of development of the variety or hybrid. So these are all the parameters responsible for loss of varietal purity or that loss of seed quality parameters. We have to know what is developmental variation, and each and everything we must know. Once you know that different factor and their impact on seed quality, so easily you can overcome that particular problem by following certain scientific principle. So because of that, the seed production is a systematic way of mass multiplication of the seed material by involving scientists as well as the government officials. So now we can discuss that all the 7 parameters one by one. So here you can see that the developmental variations. So if you try to grow one variety in their area of adaptation, means you will have that full genetic expression. You can enjoy that full genetic expression of that material. Say here you can see actually this particular variety, that's a pulses variety, grown under red soil conditions, given with adequate water and fertilizers. So you can see a full growth of the plant, whereas the same plant, same variety raised in the another locations, there that drought is also there, but it's a red lateritic soil, surface soil crusting, everything will be there. Here you cannot see that pakka growth and development. That full genetic potential of that variety is not expressed here. Definitely the resultant seeds quality with reference to physical purity and physiological quality, there is a very big question mark. But here you can get a seed with pakka quality. So here that variations is created by the area where you are going to raise your seed crop. So if at all you wanted to avoid this developmental variations leads problem, you have to raise the crop in their area of adaptations. Now at the time of release of the variety or a hybrid, the breeder they are specifying this particular variety or a hybrid is best suited for this climatic condition, this soil condition, this region, this state, like that they are specifying. So based on their advice, we have to raise that appropriate variety at appropriate area in their area of adaptations. So by the way of growing the crop or particular variety in their area of adaptations, we can easily overcome this particular problem. So this is an first factors that responsible for that varietal deviations. Then second factor, that is a mechanical admixtures. So this mechanical admixture that leads to loss of that genetic purity as well as physical purity of your seed material. So that mechanical admixture that may took place at any point of that seed productions. So because by these times, starting from sowing to that harvesting, even for cleaning and grading operations, we are mainly rely upon the machines. So for sowing we are using that seed drill. The same seed drill may be used for sowing up two different variety in the same villages. Say example, one person may have a seed drill. That seed drill will be used for sowing up 1 acre of area in Trichy 1 paddy. So next to that field, another farmer's field will be there. That another farmer may be interested to take up sowing of the Trichy 2 paddy variety. So at the time, immediately after sowing of the Trichy 1, the same seed drill may be used for sowing of the Trichy 2. So if at all the same seed drill is used for sowing of the Trichy 2, immediately after sowing of the Trichy 1 means there is a chance for the presence of the left out seed of Trichy 1. That seed get mixed up with the Trichy 2. So in the second field, you can expect more number of Trichy 2 and 1 or 2 or few number of the Trichy 1. So that the presence of that Trichy 1 is sufficient to spoil the physical purity of that material. Suppose if it is happened, similar kind of event is happened in the case of cross-pollinated crop, means both genetic purity and physical purity will be spoiled. So to overcome that particular problem, we cannot purchase two different seed drill for sowing of the two different variety, but we can use same seed drill for sowing of any number of variety. The only thing is, at the end of the sowing of one variety, that machine should be clean pakka. We have to ensure that machine is totally free of any seed material, so that totally free of any seed material. Okay, so after ensuring that seed drill totally free of any seed material, then only we have to use that seed drill for sowing of the another variety of the same crop. So by that way we can overcome that particular problem. Similarly for harvesting also, now we are using that combined harvester for harvesting of the seed crop and grain crop. So the same harvester will be used for harvesting of two different variety of the same crop. So immediately after harvesting of one particular variety, we have to go for complete cleaning of the combine harvesters. We have to ensure that machine is totally free of any seed material. Then only we have to use that machines for harvesting of the another crops. So by that way only we can avoid the mechanical admixture. Similarly, we have to use that pakka cleaned cleaner and grading instruments and all, because there is a lot of chance for getting admixtures. So in the field level you will ensure that genetic purity, but at the time of cleaning and grading there is a chance for that genetic purity and physical purity loss. So that and all we can avoid by the way of proper cleaning of the instruments used for in the seed production operations, as well as that seed processing operation. The above all, the another problem creating factor here is that the container used for storage of the seed material. Say example, most of the farmers, they are using the kanni bag for storing of the seeds, particularly the paddy. So this particular season the kanni bag may be used for packing and storing of the Trichy 1. So the next year the same farmer interested to raise Trichy 2 paddy, means they may use that same kanni bag, whatever the kanni bag used in the previous season for packing and storing of the Trichy 1 will be used for packing and storing of the Trichy 2 in the current season. But in the case of kanni bag, if you go for storage of that paddy, that because of that lemma and palea stretches, that is rough surface nature, that will be stick inside, that will be in the corner and all, that will remain. So if you go for that cleaning and all those things, that is not that much easy to remove all those material. But anyhow, if you wanted to use same kanni bag for storing of the other variety, mean you have to ensure proper cleaning. So you have to turn the kanni bag with the help of that needle, whatever that seeds are there in the nook and corner, that should be take it out. But seed certification people, they never allow the use of once used kanni for packing and storing of the other variety in the next season. So every time we have to use the fresh kanni for packing and storing of the seed material. So by that way only we can avoid the problem caused by the mechanical admixtures, because in the field level we are able to maintaining pakka. So after harvesting, because of that improper care and management, there is a chance for that varietal deterioration through mechanical admixtures. So we have to avoid this one also. Then only your seed material will have a seed quality parameters. The third one is a mutation. Actually, this is a naturally occurring event, and the rate of occurrence is very low. But even though this is reported to be occur, by the way of proper roguing, we can overcome this particular problem. So the mutation related issue in the case of varietal deterioration is it's a minor, but anyhow if you feel the variety going to get deteriorated through mutation process, means by the way of periodical monitoring and inspection of your seed crops, you can easily identify the variance or deviance and the presence in your seed crops. So through roguing process we can remove that one. So by that way we can easily maintain the quality as well as varietal purity in your seed crop. So mutation is not a major problem, but through proper roguing and inspections we can overcome this problem if at all that occur in your seed production field. But mutation is a frequently occurring event in the case of oat and peas, in peas, if at all that a mutation occur, that will have that rabbit ear. So here you can see that leaves look like a rabbit ear, whereas the normal plant that won't be like that. So if at all these kind of plants are occur in the Pisum sativum seed production field, you have to treat this as a op type that should be identified at the right time, that should be removed off. So by that way we can ensure that the genetic purity of your resultant seeds and the varietal purity also maintained. Whereas in the case of oat, these are partoid symptoms. Actually, partoid symptom is associated with the wild type. So due to occurrence of that mutation in the oat, at any point of time, the cultivated oat go back to started to express their wild type characters. So wild type characters. So that is a partoid symptoms. So based on that particular symptoms, we have to rogue out. So by that way, we can overcome the problem caused by the mutation, and we can maintain the varietal purity. So we can avoid deterioration of the variety. If you have failed to identify these kind of plants present in the seed production field, this is going to mix up with your final seeds, and this kind of mutation again occur. Automatically that original character of your variety will be lost. So that is the thing. So we must be very careful, and by the way of proper roguing, we can overcome these problem and all. That another one is a natural crossing. This is a major factor responsible for loss of varietal identity, or this is the main factor responsible for varietal deteriorations. And also this create a lot of problem with reference to maintenance of the genetic purity of the seed crop, particularly in the case of cross pollinated as well as open cross pollinated crops. So here with reference to seed production, you must know two different type of contaminants. One is a pollen contaminant, or otherwise called as a genetic contaminant. The second one is a physical contaminant. Physical contaminant means other crop material. Say example, you are producing a seed of paddy, means that seed production field, paddy seed production field, if at all any other crop material like maize, sorghum or some other crop is there, means those crops and all considered as other crops, and also they are comes under the physical contaminant characters, because the pollen of those crops not able to pollinate with your paddy seed crops, so they are going to be there in your field physically. So at any point of time we can remove that. By that way you can ensure the quality, so that physically that going to be there. Okay, so that kind of things and all normally comes under physical contaminants, like other crop seeds, wheat seeds, and several the physical contaminant. The another contaminant is a pollen contaminant or genetic contaminant. So pollen contaminant or genetic contaminant means these are the contaminants that are able to pollinate with your seed crop. By that way that going to affect the genetic purity of your material. Example for that pollen contaminant or genetic contaminants are op type. Op type means OOOTYPE. Op type means that is other variety of the same crop. Say I can give you an example. So you are raising that Trichy 1 paddy for seed production purpose. In the Trichy 1 seed production, paddy seed production field, Trichy 2 or IW Ponni or any additive variety is there, means you have to consider that is a op type, because their pollens are able to pollinate with your paddy crops. Particularly in the case of paddy, it's a self-pollinated one, there won't be any problem of the cross pollination. But in the case of cross pollinated crops like sunflower, maize, and the crops like almost all the gourds, this and all comes under the highly cross pollinated category. So in these cases, if at all any op types are recorded, definitely that pollen will cross with your seed crop, definitely that will affect the genetic purity of your material. So your varietal identity will be lost. So you may harvest the material from the your variety of interest, but that resultant seed is produced by the combination of the two different variety. So we have to avoid this particular problem. So for that purpose we have to do that thorough roguing. So that too in the case of self and often cross and open cross-pollinated crops, before pollination and fertilization event occur, you have to identify the presence of the op type in your field. You have to identify the pollen contaminants that is available in your field that should be removed. Apart from op type, that wild types, some of the wild type also going to be there in your field. That wild type also able to pollinate with your seed crop. Particularly in the case of sorghum, that Johnson grass is considered to be a wild type, because that Johnson grass pollen able to pollinate with your sorghum seed crop. So if at all any Johnson grasses are there we have to we must be very careful, and we have to maintain more isolation distance also. That isolation distance I will come to that one later. So we have to look at that possibility of presence of the other pollen contaminant. If we feel any of the material able to pollinate with your seed crop, means that should be removed before pollination and fertilization even took place in your seed crops. So this is the thing. So natural crossing is a major factor responsible for loss of varietal deterioration in the case of open cross-pollinated as well as cross-pollinated crops, whereas in the case of self-pollinated crops this won't create much problem. So roguing is one option. Another one I started to tell, that is the isolation distance. So to avoid or to ensure or to prevent the natural cross-pollination and to maintain your genetic purity of your seed material, your seed crop need to be isolated from the possible genetic contaminations. The seed crop need to be isolated from the possible genetic contaminants. So isolation means it's an art of keeping the seed crop away from possible genetic contaminants. Say example, in the case of rice, we are recommending the isolation distance of 3 meter between two different variety of the paddy. So if you keep some space isolation of 3 meter, there won't be any problem with reference to genetic contamination in the case of paddy. Similarly, in the case of maize, we are recommending for that 200 meter distance between two different variety of the maize. Similarly, in the sunflower, there also we are recommending 200 meter distance between two different variety of the sunflower. If you maintain these 200 meter distance, means there won't be any problem with reference to occurrence of the natural crossing and loss of genetic purity of your seed material. So different kind of isolations are there, that and all we can discuss in the seed protection principle lectures. Okay, so this is with reference to natural crossing and related problem in the seed production. That another one is a minor genetic variations. So this also create a problem some extent with reference to that varietal variations. So minor genetic variations means sometimes during that several round of multiplication of the seed, there is a chance for occurrence of some minor genetic variations in your seeds. That may be of environmental influences or any factor. They may responsible for induction of or introduction of some minor genetic variations. So by the way of thorough inspections, you have to identify the presence of that kind of plants. If at all you come across the plant with some minor variations when compared to your varietal original characters, if you come across that kind of any variance or deviance, immediately you have to remove that one. If you are going to compromise yourselves with reference to that removal of that one, so this is somewhat equal to our variety, so only 1% alone differ, so no need to remove that one. Like that, if you are going to compromise yourselves, there is a very big question mark. So this will be occur in the season, next season, that keep on get accumulated. So during after several round of multiplication, the varietal purity or that particular variety will be deteriorated. So if at all any minor variations reported or occurred in your seed production field at any stage, that should be removed. So without any compromise, we have to do this seed production operation, because seed production is a quality oriented business, we have to bother about quality alone. We should not bother about the quantity. If you are going to bother about that quantity, so varietal purity and varietal that identity you cannot maintain. So you have to do a quality oriented business, so without any compromise. You have to remove the deviance or variance, whether it's a minor or major. Then only you can ensure that varietal purity. So that is a very, very important point. That another one is a selective influence of pest and diseases. So this also another problem creating factors. So if at all you try to grow that variety in the any hotspot may be there for particular disease or pest. If you try to cultivate your crop for seed production purpose in the hotspot area, means that pest and disease will occur. If you try to cultivate that variety again in the same area, means again that pest and disease will occur. That leads to that causes some problem with reference to that varietal purity. So if you expose one material for the continuous influence of one factors again means that the factor influence may become heritable natures. So we have to avoid that one. So if at all that variety is susceptible to one particular pest and diseases in particular area, means we have to avoid cultivation of that particular variety for seed purpose in that area. So the pest and disease continuous influence going to be a heritable one, so we have to avoid that one. So we have to avoid cultivation of the crop or seed purpose in any hotspot area. So that is a thing. Then the last one is techniques adopted by the breeder at the time of development of the variety. Now the breeder, they are developing a variety and hybrids by adopting several techniques, either pure line selections or mass selection or per pack crossing program or crossing program or emasculation program. Like that they are adopting so many techniques, and also they are creating a variety. That variety may differ from already existing variety with one or two characters. That heritable variation, sometimes some of the variety mainly governed by the major genes, some of the variety that heritable variations and the few variations may be governed by minor genes under the control of the minor genes. Suppose the heritable difference between one variety to another variety is very few in number, that is governed by the minor gene, means so over the period of cultivation of that particular variety, that minor genes may get eroded because of the improper management. Once that particular genes get eroded, means so that particular variety will reflect the same character of that other variety. At the time that seed production people in a trouble, whether this is that particular variety of under cultivations or that previous one, so that varietal identity will be lost. So this also a problem associated with the person developing a variety. So based on the genetic principles. So in order to overcome these particular problems, the breeder have to look for that heritable character that should be under the control of the major genes, so that things also less influenced by the environment, or that should not be influenced by the environmental factors. That is a thing. Similarly, for development of the hybrids, particularly in the case of rice, we are using a 3-line systems. That is there they are using that male sterile line, that is a female line, and a male fertile line. So by the way of crossing these two, we will harvest that hybrid from the female parent. So here we are supplying two material. One is a female parent, another one is a male parent. Female parent means that is totally sterile with reference to that male. So in case of paddy, 6 anthers will be there. So out of 6 anthers, in the case of female parent, everything should be sterile nature. Then only that particular plant is a female fertile and male sterile. So if at all any seed set form, that is because of the pollen donated by the male parent. Suppose if at all any breakdown with reference to that male sterility characters, or instability with reference to expression of the male sterility characters, at any point of time that female parent become a fertile one. female parent become a fertile one with reference to male character is concerned. If at all any out of 6 pollen, one pollen is, one anther is going to be a viable one, means that is sufficient to pollinate that particular plant. So as an outcome of that particular hybrid seed production operations, you are going to have hybrid as well as that female parental line material. So this kind of problems, so if at all these kind of problems occur, so whatever that hybrid you are produce, that is not a genetically pure one. So this is a problem. That the process of that varietal development, after ensuring that complete homozygosity, then only the breeder they have to release that variety for seed production purpose. But the variety is still in the process of segregation, that attain homozygosity only 99%, that again 1% still in a segregation stage, means you should not release that particular variety. But sometimes due to some pressures, the breeder they are releasing some variety, still that particular variety in the process of the segregations. If you release that kind of material, definitely there we are not able to maintain that genetic purity of the material, because still that one is in the process of the segregation, not yet attain the homozygosity. So these are all the things associated with the techniques adopted by the breeder with reference to development of the variety. So the breeder they have to ensure, if it is a variety, they have to ensure and that variety attain 100% homozygosity. If it is a hybrid, they have to ensure that whatever that female parent is developed, that will not express that female fertile character at any situation, that they have to ensure. So if at all any variety is developed with heritable variations, that heritable variations should be under the control of the major genes, that should not be influenced by the environment, that should not be eroded over the period of cultivations. So all those things we have to ensure, then only we can overcome the problem associated with the breeding techniques. So these are all the things with reference to the factors responsible for loss of varietal identity, or the reason for varietal titulations, or the problem caused by the various factors with reference to maintenance of the seed quality. So factors also discussed side by side. We discuss that probable remedy to overcome the problem associated with 7 different factors. Thank you very much.